afternoon, planet Earth. What's up, yo? It's your boy Doc G. Um, been a long day. Been thinking about a lot lately, and I'm going through some real fucked up shit right about now, and I want to bring up the topic of fake friends. Friends. Now, the definition. What do you consider a friend by definition? A friend is someone who you are familiar with, who you've created a bond with, that is on your side, that's pretty much down the ride for you through good or bad. Needless to say, at this age that I'm at right now, I know the difference between a friend and an associate. I don't have many friends. I have plenty of associates, or who I consider associates, and in my life right now, I say I only have two real friends. Two. It takes a lot for me to call somebody my friend. It takes a lot for me to call somebody a friend. Because in my eyes, in my opinion, if you're a friend, you would never put me in harm's way. If you're a friend, you would never do anything detrimental to my well-being. Now, I'm going to put it like this. A lot of people have what I call fair weather friends. Basically, these are people that you go out with, that you go drinking with, and that you go partying with, and that's all they're really good for, is just hanging out doing that type of shit with, just partying and drinking, and that's about it. When it comes down to like real life shit, like, when it comes down to having, if you want somebody to talk to about something real, about something that affects your life, you can't talk to a lot of your drinking buddies or a lot of your partying buddies. When it comes down to real life situations, you can't really relate. They can't really relate to you. It's very few people out here who will genuinely give a fuck about you. There are very few people out here who are genuinely in your corner and who are genuinely down to ride for you, through thick and thin, through good and bad. And I'm gonna put it like this, man. Money has a lot to do with it as well. I noticed that one time because I remember one time I came into a good bit of money. And people all of a sudden want to start being nice and friendly and all of that shit. But, like I said, I can spot bullshit from a mile away. So when I did have that money, I kept in my mind who was there when I didn't have shit, and who started to show up once I started to have shit. You all have to really keep your eyes open when it comes to fake friends. Because it's some people that will only come around you when you have things. And as soon as you lose your things, as soon as you lose your money or your job or your house or whatever, they're not really there. They're not there to console you. Once the money is gone, then they're gone. Hell, this goes for a lot of family members as well who pretend to be your friend. Let me give you guys an example of a fake friend. This is real personal because this just happened to me recently. I got arrested 3 months ago for a DUI. Even though I blew underneath the limit, I got arrested for a DUI anyway. Right? my so-called friend, who I knew for 10 years, he was the passenger in my car. This son of a bitch had weed on him. I didn't know that he had weed on him. Hell, I don't even smoke weed. I don't even smoke weed. But he had the weed on him in his pocket. Even though I told him, I'm like, dude, if you got anything, don't bring that shit in my fucking truck. And sure enough, the police stopped us. They searched the truck. They searched the shit. And this friend of mine threw his weed in the back of my truck. And the cops pinned his marijuana on me. I can talk about this now because the case is over with. But they pinned his weed on me. So I had to take a fall. I had to take a charge for his bullshit. He didn't show up to court. He didn't admit to the weed being his. He put me at risk for being locked up for life. For a good while. He put me at risk for losing my freedom for a few years. He put me at risk. And this is supposed to be my friend. My friend who I knew for 10 fucking years. And I gotta pay fines and have to and go through hell trying to avoid jail time because of him. Because they threw out the DUI shit, but guess what stuck to me? The weed charge stuck to me because they was like, oh, well, it was found in your car, so it's your responsibility. Because he threw it in the back of the truck and acted like it wasn't his. So at the end of the day, I'm just going to put it like this. When the grass is cut, the snakes will show. I'm saying, like I said, I need to flex my judgment skills a little bit better. Because you think you know somebody until you're put in a situation like I was put in with him. And then you get to see their true colors. I will say this. I live by a code of honor. The type of man that I am is so genuine. Like, I swear to God, man. Like, if I'm your friend, if I consider you a friend, I will fucking go to the ends of the earth for you. I will go to the ends of the fucking earth for you. I will do damn near whatever for you. Because you are my friend. Like, for example, I have one friend specifically, man. She's a female. White girl named Michelle. This girl is the epitome of what a friend is supposed to be. This girl, and she knows that we're just friends. She's not trying to get with me or nothing. This girl has been there for me through a whole bunch of bullshit, man. She supported me through that case that I told y'all about. When I was broke and damn near homeless, she was there to support me. She was like, look, man, if you need any money, I got you. Hell, she was, she's there to talk to me and console me when nobody else will. When my family wants to doggone not talk to me about real shit, when my party drinking buddies aren't there to really talk to me about real shit, guess who is there? Michelle. She's always been there. 24/7. I could talk to her about anything. That's my motherfucking Ace Boon Coon, man. She like my right hand. And she also lives by a fucking code of honor. And it's hard to find people that are like that. It's hard to find people who actually give a fuck. I'm going to challenge y'all. I'm going to challenge y'all to look at your surroundings. Look at the people who you surround yourself with. and ask yourself, how many of them would sacrifice for you like you would sacrifice for them? How many of them would sacrifice for you, man? How many of them would do shit for you out of the goodness of your heart? How many of them are there to really talk to you or be there for you when you need them? I guarantee you, you will start reevaluating who the fuck is in your circle. Which brings me to another thing, man. What's up with, like, I don't understand women that have what I refer to as frenemies. Women have something called frenemies because I know a lot of women who hang around girls that they know that they don't like. They hang around girls that know that the other person don't like them as well, but they pretend to be friends anyway. Like, they'll be like, oh girl, I like your dress. As soon as the girl walks away, she'll be like, man, that bitch look fat as fuck in her dress. Like, women they do shit like that, and I don't get that. That's why a lot of women that I meet say that they don't like to be friends with other girls. But see, us guys, for the most part, don't really have that problem. For the most part. Like, if I'm down with you, I'm down with you, period. You know, if I don't like you, you're going to know that I don't like you. Either you my friend or you my enemy. There is no in between, really. And if you show yourself to be a fake friend, guess what? I'm going to correct that shit real fast, and you can get the fuck out of my life. I'm put it like this, man. You have to really start looking at who you consider friends. Because, like, another example, I got associates, like people who I was stationed in the military with, who are friends, who I considered friends, who live out here. And all they do is drink and smoke weed, and hell, some of them have even done harder drugs than that. They surround themselves with volatile habits. And they constantly push that shit on. They try to push that shit onto me constantly. Constantly trying to push that shit onto me. And I'll put it like this. If they're trying to, if every time you see this person who's a so-called friend, and they're always trying to push volatile habits and stuff like that upon you, then they're not really a friend. If you have to be inebriated or fucked up every time I'm around you, then you're really not my friend. That means that you're just a goddamn junkie, in my opinion, for the most part. And the older I get, the older I realize I don't need to be hanging around these fucking weed head alcoholics. The Bible has a verse. And the verse goes like this. When I was a child, I thought as a child. I acted as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. I take that verse into consideration the older I get. The older I get, sadly, I have to cut off some of these people who I considered friends when I was younger. Because they're detrimental to my well-being. And if you're detrimental to my well-being, I don't need you around me. And I can't consider you a friend. Well, you know, I could go on forever about this, but I think y'all get the point. Reevaluate your circle, reevaluate your friends, reevaluate what you bring to them and what they bring to you. Or better yet, what they don't bring to you as far as furthering your life or, you know, being something positive in your life. Just look at that for one good second. That's all I got to say. I got love for y'all. I'll see y'all later. Dr. G out. Peace.